Hey guys, so I've got a bit of a different video for you today. I've actually done replay analysis on other players on my channel, but I've never really done one on myself. So today I've got some games from when I was breaking the world record in 1v1 MMR from, I think it was around 2 or 3 months ago. So I've got 2 games for you today. I'm going to go through them to see what I was doing and to show you guys, you know, what probably the peak of ones looks like really when I was at my best. So let's get into it. We got against Mizixi for this first game. And we've not got any game audio. There we go. Hopefully you guys can hear now, that would be nice. But I remember when we were like dominating ones, it was very basic play. We just go for a lot of ground shots and early flicks and had just really solid kickoffs. Fennec obviously, what a shot. Fennec obviously helps with all that. I mean, you can easily do it in Octane because it's the same card, but it's different visuals on the hitbox. It's difficult to get a more precise play style with it. That's a really good bump to start things off. And it's just constant pressure. You'll see, like a little bit of a spoiler. What I do is I just put my opponents under very awkward situations in this car, in 1v1. No matter how much boost. That's a good turn. I think I missed the shot slightly, but I couldn't really get enough power. Good boost still, just setting up for a 50. This was actually quite a bad 50 because I've got him in a good position here because I'm in front of the ball. He's on the side and I'm, you know, covering the net and covering the side of the pitch as well. So I'm first at any boost. If I want to take the mid boost, I can. But I actually don't. I challenge here, which is really bad because he's on 0 boost. So what I should have done is just drive, get this mid boost. Yeah, because that mid boost was a replay bug. It was up there, I think, or yeah, he at least got it, so I would have had it. I should have got that mid boost, and then he would still have the ball, got the back boost, and he's on 0 boost in my corner. And then I get in a challenge and probably score because he can't recover fast enough. But we let him get the boost, and now we have a ball with 40 boost instead of 100, and we actually concede because of it. So definitely a big misplay there. Something I could have improved on. But I remember playing these, when I was playing these games, it was almost like, I think the biggest thing in Rocket League is confidence, right? If you're confident, like 100% confident, that was a misplay. Push it way too far. But if you're 100% confident, you're probably going to win the games. I mean, not all the time, but at this level. And I remember going to every one's game, just like, yeah, I've won. Like, it's already over. And I think that kind of mindset is what gets you, like, to be at a certain level. Out of all the things, it's always the mindset, really. Just covering my net there in case he turns and shoots. Then realise I have time to go for the back boost. Not the best touch here, but I should be able to recover. Meant to land on the backboard. Good path in over the boost. Oh my god, this is... What? This is perfect gameplay, realistically. You know, amazing bait. Because I definitely meant to do that. Shows that you don't have to... I guess you don't have to play anywhere near perfectly to get rank 1. I remember this game... because I was trying to find what what I set the world record to be, because I broke it quite a lot, so I don't know what it actually was, and I think it's about 1877, the highest I found in one of my videos. And I remember this game, I was just like commentating how bad I was playing, which I seem to do quite a lot, even if I'm winning the game. It's quite a bad thing to do, really. But 3-2, playing well enough. I mean, we do keep overcommitting. Need to clean it up, Jack. Shocking gameplay. The next game should be a good one for you to watch. I think it was quite a good game. I remember it quite well. Another kickoff goal. Skip to the next kickoff here. But 4-3. Just playing solid attacks. Not too solid defense, it seems though. Concedes quite some unnecessary goals. It's not really defense. It's more midfield, and that's what Rocket League is about as well. Like, midfield pressure is a lot of Rocket League. What a shot. Look at this. Just get a small touch to start a bounce and just absolutely rock it. Side flipping through the ball is or like slightly side flipping, almost, it's not diagonal flip, but it's more, it's in between the both, right? In between them both, but more towards the side flip. Those are the best power shots in my opinion. Can see the kickoff goal here, but I don't think at any point I feel like under pressure that we're going to lose the game right now, which is obviously, you know, a positive thing. Good challenge. It's actually really significant here. So the thing is, what can he do here? If he doesn't boom this ball, if he doesn't like fully drive into this ball using boost and just chip it into my corner with a lot of power, then I know I can get a really good challenge in. He slows it down, so that's my cue to turn. And then I know that I just have to be reactive and have like good reaction speed. So as soon as he touches it, I instantly jump and we get a free ball. I mean, if our recovery was slightly better, we would have had a free shot there. But we still get a shot on target and force an awkward touch out of him. Now he's on what, 12 boost? Yeah, 15 boost. And this should realistically be a goal. Missed the target, but he's going to own goal because he couldn't really get a touch around. And that's all just from that one challenge. Obviously, there's other parts that you have to do to get there as well. But realistically, the main, you know, source of that goal was the challenge. I think that's one thing a lot of players don't realise as well, that a goal can happen because of a play that happened like 20 seconds ago. So when you guys are like analysing your own mistakes, I recommend doing that. It's a great way to learn. You gotta realise that, what a shot, by the way. Like, I didn't realise I don't think I could get any power on it. I was like, that's not worth shooting. But I guess me, back then, I was like, yeah, I can just place this bottom corner. What I was saying, but when you analyse your own mistakes, you gotta realise that sometimes a goal doesn't happen because of the play that you made 5 seconds before the goal happened. It's usually because of a play that you made like 20 seconds ago. It really helps you realise the mistakes you're making, the mistakes that you're not making, really. Nice defense there. Should be able to play on pads here. Well done. Interesting. I go for the pad play rather than the big boost here because I want a quicker route on that. So I could hit this ball into my corner. Now I can't tell if this was a misplay on the touch. It could have been. It could have been a mechanical error. I might have meant to hit into the corner and followed it up with a boost grab, but I don't know. I don't think I did. I think I just meant to hit this mid like I did and then grab this one pad so I could instantly get a play on target. So it forces him to go back and now I have more space on the ball, if you see that. So maybe that's something I need to be doing now. Kind of mess play there, but it's not too worry. You'll notice that I don't try and force plays. I mean, I say that after conceding like 3 over commits, but I still don't try and force plays. So for example here, the touch isn't great here. That catch isn't good. So I just try and fade into a 50. I don't try and like go for the ball again. And that's a mistake a lot of players do. They try and you know, make up for their own mistakes. And especially in 2v2 and 3v3 when you've got teammates, that's the worst thing to do because then you end up getting in your teammates' way, you end up using more boost and you end up like being less efficient in your team's boost usage, etc. So trying to learn how to just like let go of your plays and realize when you've made a mistake and just need to go back and not go for the ball anymore is a very big thing. Early flick just to put pressure on. Go for a low 50 there. Should be able to take this ball to the wall yet. Need to cover the pinch shot. Got to always cover the first, oh, what am I doing here? Backwards air dribble? Never mind, nothing. You got to always cover the first, the most dangerous outcome first. So, for example, that pinch, I was covering my neck because it could have gone on target. And then I can just turn. After I realise it's not going on target, I can just turn and go for anything else. Let's have a look at this goal. So I guess I didn't see him pick up that boost. Maybe it was a replay bug that it didn't actually happen in game, as in like I didn't see the boost come up, but you definitely saw it come up on the replay. So I was trying to sneak in to grab this boost from him, but he obviously already has it. So now I've kind of overcommitted and I don't get a challenge in there. Try and shadow and it just goes over me. So, you know, the problem from that goal was the slight overcommit on the boost grab. It's literally a car length of overcommit there, and that's what it, you know, that's all it takes to concede. Ow. That was painful. Don't need to go for the big boost. Why would I? Don't need it. That's what a lot of players do. They don't realise how much you can do with pads, because you can, if you spawn on 34 boost you can pick up 2 pads in your 160. You know, so you don't need big boost all the time. This is smart, just kind of killing the clock. I'm being something. What a rat. What a rat. No fun. Zero fun. Unbelievable, Jack. Scoreless, make up for it. Never mind, no mechanics as well. But first game was very close, but I think as long as you get the wins when you're trying to break world records, all that matters really. Alright, second game, and we got against Khaled. So I think we're 1870 MMR right now, which was a new world record at the time. So any win from here continues just to increase that world record. Getting against Khaled was the nicest thing because I was confident I could beat him 100% of the time, right? So it was just perfect because he was the second place player in the world. So I could just get loads of points from him. Whenever I queued up into a ones game at this time, I was getting like 2 points for a win because everyone was quite a lot lower ranked. But Khaled was only like 40 points behind it at some points, which I'd get like 6 or 7 points from, which was quite nice. First goal was making him awkward. Second goal was a good, I think it was a double jump pop, right? Go over him. Take control of this ball. Probably double jump here. Yeah, so I realised, again, going back to the point where you've got to realise when you make a mistake and just need to back off and back out of it. Here, so I realised that this ball is so low. If I want to go for a bump here, he could literally just like stop and just wait for me to go past him and then get the ball because it's so slow. Or he could just jump over me and then go back down and get the ball because, again, it's really slow and low. Or you could just not do anything at all and kind of just save it really easily. The ball has no height and it has no speed on it, so I can't really go for a bump here. So I just back out of it, make sure I go down and get his boost. And now I'm in a really good position. Pop the ball up to make him awkward, score the open net. And again, like I said before we even started this video, kind of, what I did was just making people awkward with every touch because I was able to get a lot of power on hits in the Fennec, where in Octane it seems to be harder to get power on it, even though it's the same hitbox. Because it's a different visual in the hitbox, it's harder to accurately like flip with the Octane, if that makes sense, and when you're making contact with the ball. But on my backflip hits in Fennec, it's so easy to get power, and that's all that goal was. Bit of a misplay there in defense from me. Wave dash kick off, bumped him into the boost, unfortunately. See how I defend this. So this is really good defense. He's going slow, and when the player's going slow, it usually at this rank, I can't speak for all ranks, so don't take this like into your own games. But when the player is going slow at this rank, it usually means that they're going to double jump the ball and try and air double bump you, because you can't get a good flick from being at a slow momentum. It'll just go too high, go over the bar, have no power. So most likely they're going to double jump. So I just stay close because I realise if I back off, it gives more space between me and the ball, and that gives more time for my opponent to get in front of the ball and bump me on an air double bump. So I want to stay close to the ball here and cut that space down so I have an easier time to defend this ball. So as soon as he double jumps, I double jump, and now he doesn't have enough time to get in front of the ball to bump me. He lands inside my goal quite awkwardly. He does recover. Just get a double jump pop over him. I should have fake jumped there. Realistically, if we're gonna pick a fake jump here, make him jump because he has to. As soon as he hears me jump, he wants to jump because he's scared of the shot on target, and then he'd give a free ball. Luckily, he jumped anyway because he was still scared of the shot on target, so I can just grab the boost. But a fake jump would have completely guaranteed that. Not the best flick. A front flip flick would have been better here. If we look at a quick little flick tutorial for you guys. If we're looking at the ball placement on my car in relation to where I want to flick it, the ball is on the front right of my car, and I want to flick it top left because I think it's the best flick right now. If I just jump once, kind of turn my car to the right a little bit, no, to the left, sorry, turn my car to the left and flick to the right, I'll get the ball to flick into top left. That's how it works, because if you turn your card to the left and flip to the right, you have a more direct approach through the ball, because that's just how angles work. So, and I'd get so much power on that flick. So much power. Whereas this flick doesn't really get much power. So, big misplay. Great demo though. Should be a goal because of that. So if you see here, I'm predicting his movement. I'm not trying to track him. A lot of players, when you go for a demo, you can't just follow the card, because our reaction speed isn't quick enough to do that. You have to almost guess the player's movement and guess where they're going to move next. So that's what I do here. I think he's going to move to the right, because a player, when they're trying to avoid a demo like a card is here, they always move to the right because it's a more safe zone. They have to just go up the wall and avoid you. They have more angle to avoid you here. So I just predict that, and I just meet him up here. If you see, he tried to turn to the left last second because he realised I knew what he was doing. Now he tries to turn to the left, but I'm going so fast, and he's just jumped onto the wall. And when you jump onto the wall, it kills your momentum because it's a different angle of surface. So it completely kills your momentum. So I just gain way more speed than him and get to kill him. And I remember demos. I used to demo so much in ones. I used to demo so much in ones, like back when I was here when I was doing really well. Need to do it more. I want to get to this level in Octane. I honestly don't think it's possible. But I mean, it's possible. I don't think it's like realistic. It's so difficult to play like this in Octane. And nobody in the world. And I know everyone will try and name players right now and think they're right, but trust me, nobody in the world can play this kind of play style in Octane. It's literally not a thing. I don't know why. You literally can't do it. Even if Khaled plays. When I was like beating world records like I was doing in this game, I was playing a similar playstyle to a Khaled, where it's just very simple Rocket League, but you just putting your opponent into an insane amounts of pressure. You can't, even though Khaled couldn't do that in Octane. It's so hard. I was speaking to him, and I was like, when I first moved to Fennec, this was like 3 or 4 months ago now, he was saying, he was like, oh, you've switched to Fennec, like you're so much better in ones now. And I was like, yeah, it's like way better in ones. He's like, yeah, I agree, it's just not as good in threes. Like he admits it as well. That's a really good low 50 from a card. Let's look at this. I was scared of the flick. He knows I'll be scared of the flick, and I have to commit to one thing because I'm on low boost. When your opponent is on low boost, they usually either commit high or low, no in between, because they can't have the boost to differentiate between the two last second. So they have to just completely commit from start to finish to one thing. So I commit to the high play. He realizes that, he goes low. So goal every time. So he scores the open net here. Let's move on to the kickoff. Really good kickoff. I mean, like people say I lost that kickoff, but I mean, I've come out with a first touch on the ball. I do lose 50, unfortunately, but it was a great kickoff. Remember, those kickoffs are probably the most common for me at this time, where you slightly lose it, but it's going so slowly into your corner that you've actually won it. Boost grab. Should be flipping here. Well done. Oh, this is good. If I score from this, it's a really good play. Okay, I'll see if we score, and then yeah, that's a goal. Really good play. So if we look here, I flip into this ball in case he jumps and goes for a block. So I'm faking a touch here. On a Khaled's screen, it looks like I'm hitting this ball again. So he has to like use all his boost to get back. He used all his boost and flips to get back in case I touch that one more time. So I fake it last second. I literally dip. If you look. So I flip into the ball, fake the touch. It's so close. I'm so close to touching the ball. I literally just like curve away last second and let the ball bounce. And now I have a way easier time to dribble that ball in. Such a good play. Like, it is so small. Like little things like that just impress me so much. I'll be impressed if anyone does that. I know I'm probably gonna get comments like, oh, he thinks he's so sick, but like anyone who does that is so impressive. That to me is way more impressive than any, you know, double flip reset. I don't know. In ones, I just love those little plays like that. Take a touch. trying to force him into a 50, and I do that pretty well, and I'll just take a shot on target. Yeah, I want to play like this again in Octane. I really want to learn how to play like this again in Octane. Honestly, it's like, this was like the most confident I've ever been in Rocket League, playing these games. Back when I was like just destroying everyone in ones, it was honestly the most confident I've ever been in Rocket League. Like, it honestly felt like I went into game with like a 700 IQ boost, like power up. It was insane. It was such a nice feeling. I need to get to that point in ones. Obviously, like, ones isn't my focus. You guys know threes is my focus, but it's nice to dominate, you know, everything. I just want to be the best in every game mode, realistically. Should check this against the wall when I do it. See, I still understand what I need to do, but it's just different. Being in Octane, you don't have that level of understanding ones. I feel like as soon as you switch, it's so different. It's really weird. I wish people knew what I meant instead of just saying that like that it's like complete BS. I wish people understood what I meant. I mean, no, players understand what I mean, but it's like I always get comments like, oh, I get comments, right? These are the comments I get, which which kind of annoy me because I've literally explained them so many times. It's one, either like, oh, why don't you just switch to Fennec whilst you're playing ones and then go back to Octane when you're playing freeze? I'd rather just stick to one car, because if you stick to one car and learn how to play that completely, you're going to be better at all game modes. It's simple. Like, that's not even a question. That shouldn't be a question. It's so easy to think of an answer to that. And then the other question is, like, oh, I don't know why you're saying like it's different to play on the cars. The hitboxes are the same. I understand what people mean, because it realistically they're right, but in a game sense they're not right. Like, it's just completely different. It's completely different. People watch too much Flakes and be like, oh, he's playing with different cars. Genius. I'm gonna get hate for that. It's 9:30 in the morning, guys. It's too early. My brain hasn't had time to wake up yet. But we're coming to the end of this game. Gone on a bit of tangent there, but oh well. And what save? But yeah, just really solid plays. Really solid plays and some good games. And this was it's sad times, boys. This is the last time I broke the world record. This is where the world record was set. Was set. 1877 MR. You can't see it. It says 1711 there because I think it says 1711 because I'm currently 1711 in ones. But it was 1877 MR, and no one's broke it since. I think Moxie is very close. Go check his channel out if you haven't. MAWKZY Moxie, very good player. He's trying to break the world record, so go check him out, give him some support. But maybe one day I'll try and get back up there and break my own world record and set a new one. But we're going to leave it there for this video, guys. If you enjoyed that, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you all tomorrow for another video. Take care.